Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. We are the Group 8. We are here to report about the introduction to gender equality and sustainable development. So, question: how many sustainable development goals? Althea.
There are 17 sustainable development goals.
Very good. So now, ikapila man ang gender equality sa sustainable development goals. Miss Gillian? Althea na lang. Althea, pila ka box gender, ikapila ang gender equality sa sustainable development goals?
Ang gender equality kay ika-5th sa SDG.
Yes, very good. It's good that you were still able to remember. And now, let us move forward in our discussion. In your own thoughts or ideas, for you class, what is gender equality? Anyone? Kindly read na lang Miss Laika sa definition of gender equality.
Gender equality refers to the state in which access to rights or opportunities is unaffected by gender. It means that men and women have equal power and equal opportunities for financial independence, education, and personal development.
Yes, so gender equality means there is an equal opportunities para sa tua boys and sa girls. So for example, imagine na kay duha ka friends, a boy and a girl. Gender equality means that both your friends get the same chances to do great things. They can go to school, play sports, and choose the jobs they like. So ang girl ug ang boy makabuhat sila bisan unsa, mabuhat sa girl, mabuhat pod sa boy. No one gets more or less because they are a boy or a girl. So mura ra sa jud kag nag-share mo cake equally, so everyone gets the same amount. Next, Miss Jewel sa picture. Para sa ni, it represents equality. Like naka sa picture, a balanced scales with male and female symbols. So now, how about the sustainable development? Miss Abay. Kindly read na lang, Miss Abay.
Sustainable development is development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It composes economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection.
Para nimo Miss Abay, unsa man nimong nasabtan sa sa dira sa definition?
Sustainable development daw is we meet the needs of a present without we meet the needs of our present without compromising the ability of future generation. Ang sustainable development daw is we are more atong i-balance ang mga needs nato sa mga long-term nga goals nato sa just like katong 17 ka sustainable development goals para ma-ensure nga ang atong progress karon kay dili maka-affect ang mga progress nato karon kay indot siya impact sa atong future nga potential.
Yes, very good, exactly. So sakto kang gi-answer ni Miss Abay. So kanatagan sa tamog another idea or example para mas makasabot pa mo kung unsa nang sustainable development goals. So for example, naamoy garden, gisugo ka sa imong mama nga pakuhaon kag prutas o utanon. But ganahan sad ka, you also want to make sure there are enough left to grow for the future. So ang sustainable development DI is like mura kag care sa garden so you can have food now or and later. It means we need to grow and make things in a way that helps everyone today and still keeps the planet safe and healthy for the next generation in the future. Sama sa giingon ni Miss Abay, it's about having a good life, sharing with everyone, and protecting our nature. And also sustainable development. Please next, Miss Jewel. Sustainable development, na siya itulog pillars of sustainable development, which are the economy, society, and environment. And now, mangutan ako why gender equality is important for making a world a better place for everyone now and in the future. Next, good Miss Jewel. Althea.
Gillian mo answer.
Sige. Gillian in Cabo.
Okay, kanang why is gender equality important for sustainable development? Siguro sa nakita sa PPT sa economic growth when it comes sa job, sa kuan nga walay pilion mababae man o lalaki kay para makuan bitaw nga ang madawat sa tanan kay fair bitaw, whereas kanang maiwasan bitaw ang poverty, and also sa kana bitaw ang mga health and education. It is important nga makater bitaw ang tanan nga walay gipili nga gender.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Gillian. Gi-answer na ni mo tandan. So, asa na ni? Next na lang, sunod Miss Jewel. Next pa, Jude. So, let us proceed for the current state of gender equality in the Philippines key statistic. So, the first one is the women's labor force participation rate, approximately 46%. So, kani siya is ang kuan kuno karon sa Philippines, naay 46% of women nga na sila jobs and are working, nagtrabaho na sila. So this means almost half of the women are part of the workforce, helping the country to grow. So diri daghan na di ba sa una kay ang mga girls kay dili pa man kayo patrabuon kay tungod lagi kanang ari ra daw ba mas bagay ra daw sila ari ra sa balay. So karon now in the Philippines gilahi na nila mostly nanay jobs ang mga women para mas makatabang sila nga mo help and mo grow ang economy. The next one is the representation in politics. So women hold about 28% of the seats in the House of Representatives. This means that a little more than a quarter of the people making important decisions and laws in their country are women. It's important to have women in politics to make sure everyone's voice is heard. Agree ba mo, ana, class?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Nganong ni-agree man mo? Kinsa man to ni-agree si Laika? Nganong ni-agree man ka, Laika? Atong ikuan nga, ikaw, girl man ka. Laika to? Kinsa to ni answer og yes. Althea,
Oo, nga
ikaw, girl man jud ka.
Nga naman.
Importante ba nga na ang girl tagaan sad og nga makadesisyon sila when it comes sa politics?
Oo.
Ano man?
Kay especially kanang sa una, di ba na may ang history sa una kay dili man jud tagaan og posisyon ng mga babae sa kanang when it comes to politics kay lagi daw di sila kabaw kanang ang power nila kay dili daw sila kabao murag para balay na sila. Pero para nako kay kanang wala man siguro'y lisod nga trabaho ay mo man siguro'y kanang siguro sa ilisod og sayon nga trabaho para sa mga babae. So meaning kanang both the women and the men's are kanang kuan, men are kanang equal ra gani, so sagaan sad sila og kanang ang mga girls tagaan sad their rights mga mo decide para sa politics since part man sad sila sa community.
Oh. Sakto. So now sa education na ba tanga part? So sa education, both boys and girls in the Philippines have high literacy rates, which means most people can read and write well. And in higher education like college and universities, there are often more women students than men. This shows that women are taking their education seriously and aiming for advanced degrees. So nakabantay man sad mo no nga ang mga babae mas daghan ang niskwela kaysa sa mga lalaki. Nakabantay ba mo? Oh, so dire sa education nga part mas daghan ang women nga kanang like interested sila sa education ba kaysa sa men, kay lagi ang men kay para nila ang sa men mo sana trabaho ra sila kay makabuhat ra man sila bisan unsa makatrabaho ra sila bisan pag wala sila nakahuman og education. Unlike sa mga girls kay dapat jud mo eskwela jud sila mo school kay tungod lagi gamay ra kayong opportunity para sa mga girls. So that is kanang para nato kanang wrong sa jud na siya, dili na siya pwede walay fairness ba. So mo na gikuanan sa mga gikuanan sa diri sa atua sa Philippines nga dapat naapoy equal opportunities for boys and girls. Sakto ba?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, this statistic shows us that women in the Philippines are actively involved in work, politics, and education, making significant contributions to the country's development. So para sa itong example ni Senator kisa to nga Senator Althea?
Unsa man?
Katong kang kanang Alice po.
Katong babae, katong taga Sinsco.
Sa Tiberos, di ba ang nangusog ato nga para jud mailhan kung ang kani si Go Alice Go kay kuan ba jud ni siya di ba si Risa Hontiveros man to? Kay Risa Hontiveros ba to tiya?
Yes, attorney.
So nagpamatuod jud na nga ang mga babay na joy kanang privilege na jud sila kanang kuan nga makakuan jud sila unsay tawagan na Althea?
May potential or knowledge.
Di para sa to sa una nga ilarang i-down ang mga i-lockdown ra nilang mga girls nga wala kunoy kuan dili sila pwede ana. So mo na si Risa Hontiveros usa na siya sa kanang great example nga ang mga babae is kanang grabe jud kanang kuan strong, empowered. And now diri na ta sa some areas where the Philippines has made good progress in gender equality. So sa education, next Miss Jewel. Next pa jud. Palihog ko ba sa Miss Gillian?
Areas of progress education. So in education, higher female enrollment in tertiary education compared to males. And for the health, improvement in maternal health and access to reproductive health services. And for legislation, laws such as the Magna Carta of Women, which ensures women's rights across various sectors.
These areas show that the Philippines is making significant strides towards gender equality, ensuring better education, health, and legal protections for women. And now, next Miss Arinata sa historical background and progress. So, tanaw na to mga important events in the history of gender equality in the Philippines. So, in 1937, there is Ari sa 1937, women's suffrage granted allowing women the right to vote. So diri na nga ang mga babae pwede na sila mo vote sa para sa kuan. Vote sa kanang kinsay sakto ba diha mo kanang president.
Oh, suffrage.
So dira. Then in 1975, the Philippines signs the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. So diri kaysa una lagi gikuan-kuanan ra ang mga babae nga kanang gi-discriminate ra sila kay tungod kuan daw dili sila these women make sure that they dapat gianuhan sila sa the Philippines signed an important agreement mo ni ang called nga CEDAW. So this agreement is all about ending discrimination. Gipawala na ang discrimination against sa mga women and ilang gi-make sure nga naa na sila the same rights sa mga men. And the third one is the 1980s to 1990s. So during the 1980s and 1990s, there was a big push to improve women's health and education. This was a time when people started focusing more on making sure women could go to school and get good medical care. Also in 1975, the Philippine Commission on Women, PCW, was created to help promote women's rights and make sure they are treated fairly. And in 2000, in the present, and up to date, many new laws have been made to protect women and promote gender equality. So for example, the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act was passed in 2004 to help protect women from harm. And in 2009, the Magna Carta of Women enacted. Familiar naman yung Magna Carta of Women? Katong gikuan ni Miss Ma'am, kinsa to mama? Ma'am de la Cruz. In 2009, a very important law called the Magna Carta of Women was enacted. This law provides a lot of rights and protections for women in different areas like work, education, and health. So this event shows us how the Philippines has worked hard over the years to make sure women have equal rights and opportunities. It's a journey of progress that continues to this day up until now. So, sunod si Krisha.
So, hello, good morning everyone. So, let's proceed to the barriers to gender equality and sustainable development. So, first is the systematic discrimination. So, it is deeply enriched social and cultural norms as well as legal and institutional barriers often limit women's participation and access to resources. So there are long-standing social and cultural beliefs as well as laws and rules. It makes difficult for women to take part in activities and get the resources they get. So these barriers can prevent women from fully contributing and benefit from sustainable development. So next is lack of education and training. So it is limited access to education and skill building opportunities can hinder women's ability to contribute to sustainable development and initiatives. So women often don't have the same opportunities to learn and develop skills without access to education and training. So it is harder for us women to participate and contribute to sustainable development projects. Next is the disproportionate burden of care work. So this one is women often bear a disproportionate responsibility for unpaid care work, which can limit their time and resources for other activities. So usually we as women have to spend more time on unpaid tasks, parehaan ng kanang magbantay og bata, which is kanaang lisod para sa atong part kay wala mo siya kanaang sweldo. And then usa pa sad is kanaang responsible ta for household chores. So this can limit our time and energy we have for other activities including participating in sustainable development efforts. So please go Joel sa next slide. So next is empowering women and girls for sustainable development. So first one is access to education and training. So it is ensuring equal access to quality education and skill building opportunities for women and girls. So it is to make sure that women and girls can get a good quality of education and and to learn new skills as equally from men or boys. So the next one is economic empowerment. Yes, so it is promoting women's financial independence through access resources, credit, and entrepreneur opportunities. So it is helping women to become financially independent by giving them access to resources, loans, and opportunities to start their own business. The third one is political participation. So it increase the representation of women in decision-making roles and leadership position. So women became financially independent by giving them access to resources and loan opportunities to start their own business. So the fourth one is access to health care. Mo ba ni? Wait sa yeah, access to health care, ensuring that women and girls have access to a comprehensive and affordable healthcare services. So it makes sure that women can kanang maka-access sila og tarong sa kanang kuan sa atong healthcare services and also their resources. Most especially kay daghan man kayo ron ng kanang kuan no, daghan kayo og kanaang bias about sa gender. So that's all for my part.
Okay, so integrating gender perspectives into sustainable development policies and programs. So, Ms. Althea, can you please read? Madungog ra ko.
Madungog ra ka Joel.
Madungog ra ko.
Oh.
Pwede ako mas
Ha?
madungog ra ko.
Oh.
O ate
Pwede
na.
ako basa. Sige lang kay busy guro sa Althea.
Sige.
So the process of ensuring that consideration of gender equality and women empowerment are embedded into all stages of policy making, planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of sustainable development initiatives.
Initiatives.
Thank you, Miss Bernadette. So, integrating gender perspectives into sustainable development policies and programs kay very important siya para ma-achieve ang inclusive and equitable development goals para ma-ensure na equal jud maka-benefits ang tanan sa bisag unsa pa na nga opportunities mapabuhay pa siya, mapabuhay ba na siya or girl dili siya mag-matter if bisag unsa pa siya. Okay, sabta na. So let's go to the aspects of integrating gender perspectives into sustainable development policies and programs. So first is the mainstreaming gender. So rather than treating gender issues as a separate topic, mainstreaming involves integrating gender perspectives into the core of policies and programs across all sectors. Examples kay agriculture, education, healthcare, and infrastructure. So, by mainstreaming gender, policies became more effective and responsive. It ensures that development efforts are inclusive and address the diverse needs and priorities of both and women. Example sa kanang example na opportunities nga kanang dapat tanan ay dapat ang girl o ang boy kay ng same gyapon makadawat sila og same opportunities na siya. So, policy formulation. So, gender perspectives should be considered during the formulation of policies and strategies to ensure they address the specific needs and priorities of both women and men. So, when gender perspectives are considered during policy formulation, policies become more equitable and impactful. It helps in identifying and addressing gender differences and promoting inclusive development. Example sa trabaho, kanang dapat fair ang sweldo sa lalaki o babae. Dili kanang mas ako ang sweldo sa kanang lalaki sa babae. Dapat walay bias o dapat pantay-pantay ang sweldo nila. Isa-unsa pa na sila, dili magmatter ang gender nila para sa kanang mabayas sila kay pareho naman sila work, di ba?
Yes, you will.
Yes. Implementation and monitoring. Programs and projects should be implemented in a way that promotes gender equality and monitors progress towards gender-related goals. This may involve collecting sex disaggregated data and conducting gender analysis. So, effective implementation and monitoring ensures that gender equality goals are translated into action. It also allows for adjustments to be made based on gender-specific data, ensuring that interventions are reaching their intended beneficiaries. Example, in healthcare services, implementing gender-sensitive monitoring systems that help track health outcomes for both women and men separately, ensuring equitable access to healthcare and interventions. So next is the capacity building. Building the capacity of institutions, organizations, and individuals to understand and address gender issues effectively is crucial for sustainable development. So, through training programs, building capacity and gender-responsive disaster preparedness ensures that emergency responses consider the specific needs of women, such as access to sanitation facilities and reproductive health services. So next is the partnerships and collaboration. Collaboration among government, civil society, private sector, and international organization is essential for advancing gender equality goals and leveraging resources and expertise. So partnership leverage diverse perspectives and resources, leading to more innovative and sustainable solutions. They also amplify advocacy efforts to ensure that gender equality remains a priority across different sectors and stakeholders. Example, pakipag-partners, indigenous women organizations, environmental consideration projects para ma-ensure nga ang conservation efforts kay para ang conservation efforts sa mga katutubong ay para ma-conserve ang respect sa mga katutubong kaalaman and support sustainable resource management practices. Then lastly is advocacy and awareness. So promoting awareness about the importance of gender equality and women's empowerment is key to mobilize support and fostering societal change. So advocacy raises awareness about gender issues, challenges harmful norms and stereotypes, and fosters a supportive environment for policy change. It builds momentum for gender equality initiatives and ensures sustained commitment from various stakeholders. Example, advocacy campaigns against gender-based violence like bully, rape, and sa pa nga challenges nga naagian and experience sa mga kababayan that sa atong community. Ano siya? So that's all. Thank you.
Next is the measuring progress and accountability for gender equality and sustainable development. The first one is gender responsive indicators, establishing clear and measurable indicators that capture the gender specific impacts of sustainable development initiatives. So these are essential tools for promoting gender equality, women's empowerment, and the reduction of gender inequalities. They are used to measure the impact of policies, programs, and projects on gender relations and ensure that gender considerations are integrated into decision-making processes. The second one is the aggregated data. So it is collecting and analyzing data disaggregated by sites to monitor progress and identify gender-based disparities. These data play a critical role in understanding and addressing gender inequalities, informing policies and programs, and promoting gender equality and women's empowerment. They go beyond simply separating data by sex and aim to capture the distinct roles, experiences, and impacts of men and women within households and communities. The third one is the participatory monitoring. So it involving women and girls in the monitoring and evaluation of sustainable development programs to ensure their voices are heard. The participatory monitoring is a valuable approach that involves local residents in the regular collection of data, particularly related to natural resources and biodiversity. It aims to address unequal power relations and promote effective decision-making and project implementation. For the recommendation, the first one is the empowerment through education, means giving women and girls the opportunity to learn and develop skills. This helps them to participate fully in society and the economy. When women and girls have access to education, they can achieve more and contribute to their communities. The second one is the economic opportunities, and workplace equality are about ensuring that women have the same chances as men to work and earn money. Many women around the world face barriers to finding good jobs and being treated fairly at work. It is important to create policies that break down these barriers and make workplaces more equal for everyone. And lastly is the legal and policy reforms involves changing laws and rules to make sure women are treated fairly and protected from violence. Some countries still have laws that discriminate against women. It is important to fix these laws and put measures in place to prevent violence against women. Gender equality is all about making sure everyone, regardless of being male or female, has the same chances in life. It's about fairness and giving everyone the opportunities to succeed and contribute to society. We've come a long way, but there's still work to do. In many places, women and girls face more challenges than men and boys. They might not have the same access to education, jobs, or even basic rights. This isn't just unfair, it's holding us all back. When everyone can participate fully, our communities and economies grow stronger. Think about the amazing women leaders, doctors, teachers, and innovators we know. Imagine how many more could rise if given the chance. By working together, supporting policies that promote equality, and challenging unfair practices, we can create a world where everyone has an equal shot at success. So let's keep pushing for progress. Every small step we take towards gender equality makes a big difference. Believe in the power of change and remember that our efforts today will build a brighter, more just future for everyone. So that would be all for our report. Thank you.